Hello friends, happy Monday. Right, waiting for everyone to pop on and then we'll get started. I'm gonna go ahead and write my website right here in the comments. RheaHopeBeauty.com, pinned. And we'll wait for just a few more minutes. Say hello and let me know where you're watching from. And make sure to click that little button in your bottom left-hand corner. That is where you can like share this on your page. So that way you can watch it on the replay when you get your makeup in the mail. So we are about halfway through the month, which if you haven't seen what this month's deal is, it is 15 to 20% off the website. Some exclusions may apply. It's like, I think the only exclusions are on the skincare. I don't think all the skincare is included. But everything else, 15 to 20% off. So you get 15% off if you spend $80, and then you get 20% off if you spend $150. So like I've been ranting and raving all month long, if you love this product or if you've been wanting to try it, now's the time to snag it. No, my cat Clover is still MIA. She got out on Saturday and hasn't been back since, but my husband just finished putting up signs all over the neighborhood, and she's chipped, so I'm praying that if someone like turns her in somewhere, they'll scan her. But yeah, I don't know. We like wrote all over Facebook Marketplace, and not Marketplace, but the Facebook like groups and stuff for our neighborhood. And I posted on Nextdoor app, and we posted on the Ring app. So I feel like we've done everything that is in our power to do at this point. So now we just basically wait. So I'm praying she is just exploring somewhere, or maybe someone like scooped her and they're gonna let her go. I don't know, but just say a prayer for us. For Clover, our cat, so hopefully she comes home soon, because our kids are worried. We're worried too, but all right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use the Liquid Touch foundation today. I always shake it up really well and then squeeze the topper so anything in the topper goes back into the bottle, and then you want to shake it really, really well. Yes, we put the litter box outside, but I was hearing mixed reviews on this. Some people were saying that it only works if your cat is a strictly indoor cat. She's mostly an indoor cat, but she does go outside for like a few hours at a time. But she always comes back. This is the first time that she's never come back. So I don't know. I'm praying that she, like I said, is just exploring somewhere. Maybe she made a friend. I don't know. Yes, her litter box is outside. All right, so right now I'm going in with about 6 drops of the Liquid Touch foundation, and I am applying it all over using the powder concealer brush. This is my favorite way for applying the Liquid Touch foundation because it just applies it really quickly and really flawlessly. It does leave some application marks because it's a brush, but I'm going to show you guys how to get that really, really flawless coverage. So always blend down the neck. Be very important, and we're just going to blend this all out. But I love that the Liquid Touch foundation just gives you a really wonderful coverage, like off the bat. You can still see my skin, you can still see my freckles, but it's not so over the top or so full coverage that you lose that. So we're gonna just add like a teeny tiny bit more, and then now I'm gonna go in with the blending buds. So blending buds go next, and we're applying this all over, and like I said, this was the Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace is what we used. And then before I put on any makeup at all, I always do my pre-makeup routine, which is first the Touch Behold setting spray. I spray this all over my skin, I let it dry, and then I go in with the mattifying face primer. I apply this all over my face and I let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, and then I use my setting spray again. So setting spray, primer, setting spray, then the Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace, and then the blending buds. I'm going to try to give you guys like a really good, like what order I'm going in. A few of you guys had asked me to kind of stress the order and like the names, so I'll try to do that this live. But the blending buds are my favorite way to apply the Liquid Touch foundation because it applies it very smoothly. So if you have large pores a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, this is going to be the best way for application. Even if you put it on with the brush first and then go in with the blending bud, that is still good enough, as long as you're just finishing it off with the blending bud. So these are damp, so you wring them underneath water till no water falls from them, then they're ready to use. So make sure to use them damp. Okay, so the next step is going to be concealer. So I always do concealer after foundation, so that way you don't have to use a ton of the product for coverage. So we're going to use the Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza, and I'm going to apply this in a triangle shape on my under eye. I like doing the triangle shape on me personally because I feel like it elongates my under eye and makes me just look a little bit more youthful and really kind of brings out my under eye area for a brightening effect. And then I'm going to use the smaller blending bud and blend this in. So again, this is the Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza, and this is the concealer that has the caffeine infused in it. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this concealer. I love it so much because I naturally have really heavy set under eyes and really dark under eyes. So I love, one, that the consistency of it isn't super heavy, which causes like a lot of creasing on your under eye, and also has that caffeine infused in it. So it's actually giving your eye lift, like almost like an instant little eye lift. So it's also going to be the best concealer if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. And I use it up and over my eye, and then I'll take it like up and over my nose, basically just this whole kind of like eye section. And now I'm going to set my makeup. So the next step is going to be setting. So I'm going to use my flat blending bud with the setting spray and just mist it on there. And then now I'm going to take my Touch Behold translucent setting powder, which is this, and I pop the cap off mine with a butter knife so I could use it in a technique that's called baking. So what baking is, it's essentially just using a lot of the product to draw out the natural oils of the skin. So instead of these oils pushing against your foundation, making your skin look shiny, greasy, come off altogether, it's going to be absorbed into the setting powder. So also helps to prevent creasing, minimizes large pores. The only negative effect this can have is if you have dry skin. It could make you look a little bit drier, but some ways around that is to, one, use the Prime to Set powder, which is a similar product except it has a water releasing technology in it, so it's going to be a little bit better for dry skin. Or you can just use less of this product. So went ahead and applied that all over, and now I'm going to take my fan brush and just sweep away any of the excess. So basically you're just applying a lot of it and then sweeping away any of the extra. So it leaves a very fine layer. Okay, so after we've done that, then we're going to go in with our press powder. So you don't have to do both of these steps, but if you have oily skin, it's the best option to do both. If you have more normal skin or more dry skin, you could set it with just this product right here. So this is called the press powder, and I'm using it in the shade Taffeta. And I'm using it on a big giant kabuki brush and just applying this all over. So this is going to not only set the makeup all over, but it's also going to provide a very light, full coverage to your makeup look. This press powder actually has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it, as well as a UV protectant. So it is the most silky, soft, super flawless press powder. So if you have dry skin, you can still use this press powder. Again, it's the, what did they name it? They put a funny name on the top of it. It's like the Skin Salute. No, what is it? Whatever. It's a press powder. It's the only press powder on there. And I'm using it in the shade Taffeta. What are they calling it? Something unique, complexion enhancing press powder, something like that. But either way, press powder and Taffeta is what we used. And now we're going to go in with our beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa on top of our tapered blusher brush. So a little recap, we did setting spray, primer, setting spray, foundation, concealer, setting powder, press powder, and now we're going in with the tapered blusher brush and the beachfront bronzer. And we're going to start from the top of the ear and work to the corner of the mouth. And we're just going to go down like this. And once you begin to see a line form, then stop and then swirl over that area to blend it out. Go along underneath the jawline. Thank you. Complexion Plus, that's what it was. And then same thing over here, top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. And apply down. Once you begin to see the lines, stop and swirl. And this will just warm up your cheek area. It's also going to give you like a very chiseled look to your complexion. I love this beachfront bronzer. I feel like it is the best bronzer I've ever used because it's not all the way matte, so you don't get that really heavy muddy appearance, but it also doesn't have like a really intense like shine or sheen or anything like that. It's honestly the best of all worlds. What foundation do I use to get more natural look? You can do either the BB cream or you could just use less of the Liquid Touch. You don't have to do the full 6 drops like I did. You could do 2 drops and just simply apply that all over and set it with the pressed powder. So you can achieve both looks with the Liquid Touch, and that's kind of why I like it, because it's just like your true liquid. You can kind of get the different coverage that you're wanting out of it. But if you're wanting a really light coverage, then the BB Flawless is going to be the best option. I got a double thin, how do I contour there to hide it? Oh, a double chin. So you'll just basically apply like underneath the chin area. And you can also kind of apply heavily right here to elongate that area too. So wherever you put a contour is gonna recede. Wherever you put something highlighted or nothing at all is gonna pop forward. So that's why when you contour, the center of your face really comes forward and just, it looks a lot brighter and just like a lot, I don't know, more welcoming, I guess. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go in with our blush in the shade Surreal. Another one of my favorite colors because it's just a very light, everyday shade. It's a shade again, Surreal, in the pressed blush, and it has this really pretty sheen to it. So it just gives you this like glowy, dewy finish without overpowering your makeup look and making it look like you're wearing a ton of blush. So again, that was the shade Surreal in the blush. One of my favorites. Can you tell me what the boosters are and use your day and night moisturizer? I have dry, sensitive skin, but I don't like what the quiz suggested. Jennifer, message me and I'd be so happy to help give you my suggestion for you. So shoot me a message for skincare. Do you think the darker BB cream would work for a contour? I don't think it would be dark enough for a contour to be to be honest. You could absolutely give it a try. I just really don't think it would be dark enough to show unless you're very pale. If you're wanting a more natural contour, I'd probably do the stick foundation for a cream base, but honestly, the pressed powder, the beachfront bronzer in the shade Sunset is the lightest shade, and that's what I would use for something a little bit more natural. All right, so now for highlight, I'm going to do the Touch of Mud Luminizer in the shade Pearly, which is just a fancy pants word for highlight, and we're just going to apply this on the highest parts of the cheekbones, bridge on the tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, just like this. Oh, I love it. Amanda says her skincare is amazing on my second week, and I have amazing results. I love that. I can't wait to see your results. I hope you took before and after photos, Amanda. So yes, if you guys need a skincare recommendation, just comment skincare with whatever skin type you have. So like skincare dry skin, skincare oily skin, skincare combination skin, and I'll message you with a full recommendation. What is the main cause for makeup looking cakey? Most of the time it's dry patches on the skin, so you need to exfoliate really well. Another part too is that you could be using too much or not having a good pre-makeup routine. We'll all go into it. But message me and I'd be so happy to help kind of figure out like where the issue is. And again, if you're not using these products, I highly recommend. I feel like they just go hand in hand with how well they look on the skin and how well they work together. I don't know, I've just been such a huge like advocate for this brand because I was a huge tomboy. I had no idea how to do any makeup, and I really loved how easy and all of these makeup products like really work together. So again, make sure you just shoot me a selfie facing a window and I give you a full recommendation. A jewelry try on? Not really. I did show some of the new pieces that I got on my Instagram story yesterday, if that's what you're referring to, but I got these 2 new rings from Lavender Blue. Which if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. My name there is Rhea Hope. And I went ahead, like I said, and posted some things that I got on there. Okay, so what I just put on now was the eyeliner in the shade Perfect, and we just popped that on the water lines. And now I'm going to do my brows. So I'm going to take my brow pencil in the shade Medium. I always just like comb through just to remove any foundation that may have gotten on there. And then now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the brow pencil. If I'm chenille in foundation, what color would I be in the powder? Probably Velvet, because you typically want to go up in a shade. But you can always send me a selfie facing a window and I could give you a more accurate recommendation than kind of guessing. Perfect. I will send you a recommendation for oily skin. All right, so go ahead and start from the tear duct straight up, and that's kind of where you like etch a little line there. And then this, under which Facebook account? This is my only Facebook account, so make sure that you're messaging me here is fine. All right, and then same thing on this side, etch a little line, and then go from the top of the corner to the arch. Same thing down below. We basically are just giving our eye structure a really good frame. So not only will it give us the illusion that we have more room for eyeshadow, but it's also going to give us like a little mini eye lift. So doing your eyebrows is more than just like coloring them in. It really does alter the whole look of your makeup look and really just gives you a really wonderful framing of your face. So if you're not doing your eyebrows or maybe you're nervous to, highly recommend this pencil. It really does do all the work for you. It's a perfect amount of product that goes on there. It's not too bold, it's not too light, has a super teeny tiny accurate applicator, meaning that this little pencil is so tiny. It's perfect for getting those like more natural looking brows if you're wanting that. Yes, absolutely. If you head to my page, Rhea Hope, here on Facebook, and then you click on videos, I have a ton of skincare tutorials on there as well that I walk you through my skincare regimen. All right, so now for this eye look. So I'm gonna begin with a liquid eyeshadow. So this whole eye look that we're gonna do is kind of geared more towards like being smudge proof, being crease proof if you have oily eyelids, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles on your eyelids, or if you just want something that you know is gonna stay all day long, you'll love this eye look. So the first thing we're gonna start with is the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Overt. And I'm gonna take this and I'm going to apply just a little bit on the higher part of my eyelid, just like a little bit. And now I'm gonna take my fluffy crease brush and I'm gonna use this to blend all this out. So I'm gonna use a little bit heavier of a hand for this because the liquid eyeshadow does set rather quickly, but not like quick enough to where you're like, oh crap, I didn't move fast enough. You can absolutely keep blending it and it will move around until it's fully dry, which again will take a little while. So you don't have to be worried that you're not moving quick enough. So liquid eyeshadow in Overt is going to be our crease color. And again, that is because it's going to be smudge proof, it's going to be crease proof, and it blends really easily. So you're just going to want to use the fluffy crease brush for that. And boom, we're done. And then same thing on this side. We're just going to mark up a little bit on the higher part of our eyelid. And then I'm going to take, again, the fluffy crease brush, and I'll first start with like a softer hand to move around the product. And then as I get going, I'll use a little bit heavier of a hand, and I'm going to go back and forth with the motion of swirling, like making teeny tiny little circles and sweeping back and forth. And that's really going to help to blend all of this out. And then with my eye open, I'm going to swish it back and forth on the highest parts of the eyebrow. And that is going to ensure that our eye shadow is going upward. So when we have our eyes open, we can still see what's going on underneath, which will really, really help. All right, and then I'm going to blend it out using a liner brush, and I'm going to just take this on here. So if you struggle with your eyeliner, no matter what you're using, bleeding or just kind of smudging, giving you raccoon eyes, this step would be a really easy one for you because, like I said, the liquid shadow does not move. So you can use this to kind of blend out your eyeshadow looks and not be worried that it's going to either build up in your fine lines and wrinkles on your under eye or give you raccoon eyes. Simple as that. All right, so now that we're pretty much all blended, the eye looks like basically done. Now we're gonna go in with the Splurge Cream Shadow in the shade Tenacious. Little fun fact for you guys, I have been using this color for over 5 years. It's been one of these colors that has just been my ride or die. It's so pretty on, it's so easy to apply. These Splurge Cream Shadows are a cream base, but then they dry into a powder finish. And some of them are matte, some of them have like a gleam to them. This one is more of a gleam. It's really, really pretty for a bronze, and it's very, very easy to use. Literally, I'm using my finger. So you're just gonna take this and apply on the actual eyelid. if you're looking for like an everyday, like your go-to, your signature eye look, I would very highly recommend this one. It looks so pretty for more everyday, for more dressed up. You don't have to apply multiple layers of the Smudge Cream Shadow either. You can do it very softly and very lightly on your eyelid too. All right, so now that I've applied it all over with my finger, now I'm just gonna fine tune it and use the cream shadow brush. And again, we're taking the Splurge Cream Shadow in the shade Tenacious. So if you could like bottle up a cloud and put it in a little can, that's what this is like. It's almost like a mousse. It's very, very easy to work with. It's really good for sensitive eyes as well. And the cream shadows have the same incredible holding power like the liquid shadows do. They're crease-proof, smudge-proof, they don't move around or fade. Very, very easy to use. And very fast. It's another reason I like it. All right. And voila, we're done. Yes, absolutely. It would make your green eyes pop for sure. So again, that was the Splurge Cream Shadow in Tenacious and the liquid eyeshadow in Overt. That's it. And now we're going to set our makeup. And it's super important to make sure that you're setting your makeup because it's going to take away not only that powdery kind of finish. If you're experiencing that, this is going to add that moisture in and help it to expand. Someone else had asked about looking cakey or powdery. Also, setting your makeup when you're done is also going to help to prevent that too. So if you're struggling with that kind of like dryness look, making sure that you're setting your makeup is going to be very important for you too. What other colors do you use for cream shadows? Honestly, gosh, there's so many good ones. You really can't go wrong with any of them. But I feel like my go-tos out of what's available are Tenacious and Jubilant. Thanks. These are from Lavender Blue. You can use my code RAYA20 to save on them. All right, so our eye looks done. Just clean up these brushes. And now let's do our mascara, which I forgot to get out. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go in with my my lash primer. So we're going to go from the base of the lash all the way up with this, and this is just going to give our lashes that hydration. Just like when you set your skin, this kind of sets your lashes. So it's going to provide that primer for one, hydrating, and two, the length. So we're going to just apply this from the base lash all the way up. That's it. And then we're going to go in with the Twisted Mascara. And this is my favorite mascara because it has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it. So it's actually helping your lashes grow while you're wearing it. Also has a super great little bristle brush. So it gives you really good separation and length. And you can totally use as much as you want of this. You can do as many coats without it looking cakey or like spider leggy or just clumpy. Such a great mascara, and it's really good for sensitive eyes. And probably my favorite part about it is it doesn't run or smudge or anything like that. It's actually the only mascara I've ever been able to use on the bottom lash line that doesn't leave me little speckles all over my under eye. So we're going to use a teeny tiny little brush that comes with it too underneath. And then like I had said before, you guys, this mascara, all of the makeup that I've used is all 15 to 20% off for only this month. So if you have been wanting to try any of it, now's the time to do it. And again, if you need to be color matched, if you're not sure what color you are in the foundation or pressed powder or bronzer, anything, just comment color match down below and I'll private message you and give you a full recommendation so you don't miss out on the sale. But you spend $80 and you save 15%, and if you spend $150, you save 20% off your order. Just so cool. All right, I'm gonna put my earrings in. These are also from Lavender Blue. And then we're gonna do our lips. Rhea, if it's close by, could you show the gold enamel ring you got from Lavender Blue yesterday? The gold enameled ring. I think this one's it. These are the only rings besides one other one that I got. Thank you. My shirt. Where did I get this shirt? I'll link it on my Instagram story. I'll look that up and then I'll try to link it there. All right. Nothing little hoops can't fix. All right. So now for our lips. This has been, okay, so background. I used to have like a signature lip look with Unique. I wore literally the same combination. It was like almost a joke because when I went to corporate, they were like, we heard you have a signature look that you always do with the lipstick. neither of those products are in stock anymore, sadly. So I've been lost in the wind with a signature lip look. Until recently, I probably have worn this lip look 100 times since I like kind of discovered or created this. So the first thing you're gonna need for my new signature look is the lip liner in Punchy, okay? So with this lip liner, you're gonna line and fill in your whole lip. Okay, so lining is gonna be really important because it's gonna help your lips look poutier and it helps to keep the lipstick in place. And once you've lined, then you're gonna fill in your whole lip. And this is really cool because this is going to not only alter the color of the lipstick we're gonna use, it also helps to hold on to the lipstick, making it last longer. And these lip liners are only $15. And they're creamy, and they're matte, and they stay on so well. All right, so lip liner and Punchy all on. Then we're gonna go ahead and go in with the lipstick in the shade Minted. And I'm gonna apply this all over. And blend. Making it look a little bit softer. And then now I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe. And here's the kicker. And there we have it. I might blend it out a little bit. And I love this combination because it's like the perfect compromise of pink and nude and matte and creamy, and just, it's so flattering on, I feel like. Makes your teeth look really white. I just love it. So again, that was a Punchy lip liner. That was the lipstick in Minted and the lip gloss in Luxe. And I love these lip glosses because they're not like sticky and they don't have any scent or anything, but they have like a really pretty like high gloss look to them. Really, really gorgeous. So that was the whole makeup look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to shop down here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And yes, the lipsticks are on sale as well. So if you spend $80, you get 15% off. If you spend $150, you get 20% off your order. So make sure to shop right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Make sure to comment color match if you guys need any help with picking out your foundation. If you need a skincare recommendation, just comment what type of skincare or what type of skin you have. Say like skincare oily skin or skincare dry skin. And then I will message you that. So I love you guys. I'll see you over on Instagram for the rest of the day. Make sure to search Rhea Hope there and on YouTube and Pinterest and anywhere else you'd like to follow me. Thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. Bye.